Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I just thought I would make a quick video giving you guys an update on my eye surgery that I had. I had made a post on the community board about kind of what was going on, but I know not everybody sees the community board, including me, because I watch YouTube on my iPad. For some reason, iPads can't see community posts. So rather than making an updated post, I thought I'd just quick make this video for you guys and maybe more of you can see it. I've been getting so many awesome comments, emails, messages, just asking how I'm doing, and that, you know, prayers and thoughts are with me. And I want to thank you guys so much for that. I love reading every single one of them. They make my day. So, yeah, thank you for that. Got a couple notes written down here, but I think I may have to put my glasses on for that. So. Kind of a background on what happened. I had cataract surgery on my left eye, and then 2 weeks after that I had cataract surgery on my right eye. Everything went great. The day after my cataract surgery, I was seeing 20/15 out of this eye. The day after, on my right eye, I was seeing 20/20. It was so awesome to have good vision for distance. Again, everything was so crisp and clear. It was awesome. Of course, my close-up vision suffered, and it's worse than ever, but I'm used to wearing readers anyhow. These are just cheap Walmart ones because my prescription ones now aren't strong enough. So there's that. But like I said, that's okay. The Friday before my daughter's wedding, of all times. But thank heavens it wasn't too bad for the wedding. I was driving up for rehearsal, and all of a sudden I noticed what I call my big white blob. I have had one in my left eye. It's like a big white floater, and I've had one in this eye for a number of months now. All of a sudden on the drive up, I noticed one in this eye. Didn't think much of it. Because I'm like, oh great, now I have one in both my eyes. So yeah, didn't think much of it. However, when they float into the front, it's real hard seeing out of my eye. So yeah, went up for that wedding. Everything went fantastic. And when I am finally able to do a color and chat, we'll talk about the wedding. Then on Monday, this is kind of when it all started. I noticed a little black occurring down in the corner of my eye. One moment. Okay, I'm back. I never know where to look, if I'm supposed to look at my camera, if I'm, okay, so if I'm not looking directly at you, that's why. Yeah, on Friday, or on Monday, I just noticed this black starting down in the corner of my eye. And I'm like, what the heck is that? Again, didn't think too much of it. I had no idea what was going on. On Tuesday, it was up a little bit more, and I'm like, getting a little more concerned, but I am one that I don't like calling a doctor or going to, you know, the emergency room or anything like that unless I absolutely have to. So I didn't go in. So then on Wednesday, it was getting a little worse. And then throughout the entire day, I'm like, should I call? Should I not? I'm just going back and forth, back and forth. Oh, keep getting interrupted. Bob had gone to bed. I'm like, this is really starting to bug me. I'm really starting to get worried. So Mr. Google, my friend, kind of got me a little bit more scared. Talked about what it possibly could be, and I knew what I was reading wasn't good. So, oh God, I did not want to wake up Bob. I just didn't. So again, I hummed and hawed, and it was like, oh, finally I woke him up. Probably was 11:30, midnight, something like that. And I went in there and I said, Bob, do you think you can take me to emergency? He flies out of me and he goes, yeah, what's wrong? So I kind of told him, and so went to the emergency room. The eye doctor there did an ultrasound of my eye, and she says, yes, torn retina. Or did she say detached? Because I had both. And so she let my eye doctor know about it, and that I was supposed to follow up with them in the morning right away to schedule an appointment. Before I could even call them, they called me and got me in right away in the morning. My ophthalmologist took a look and he said, oh yeah, big detachment, big tear in my retina. Yeah, it was a biggie. So, what followed after that? This was, by then it was Thursday morning. Well, the surgeon that does the retinal surgeries only does surgery on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, this happened to be Thursday. I could not get scheduled for surgery right away that day. So I had to wait until the following Tuesday. And I knew it was, kind of important to get surgery as soon as possible. However, not only did I have a detached retina, I also had the macula detached, which is not good. It's called macular off, if anybody's ever heard of that. Now the macula, little anatomy here. The retina, or the macula, is directly in the center of your retina, and the macula is what gives you your real detail vision, so it's very important. That was detached also. Now, if it wasn't detached, they classify it as an emergency. But because mine was already detached, it was no longer an emergency. Make it make sense. So I was scheduled for surgery the following Tuesday. My surgeon told me that because the surgery is going to be over a week before my symptoms first occurred, I will not get all my vision back in that eye. And I'm like, it's not my fault I couldn't have surgery within the week. Anyhow. So yes, the following Tuesday, which was last Tuesday, I had my surgery. It was kind of intense, but it wasn't near as bad as what I thought it was going to be. I was so scared. But going into the operating room, they put me completely under just for a couple minutes to put the shots in to numb my eye. So I wasn't awake for that. But then immediately they brought me back out. However, you're almost to the point of being out. You can hear everything. You can talk. But that's pretty much it. You're no longer nervous. You're kind of oblivious to what's going on, sort of. So yeah, the surgery, I think only took less than an hour. There was the pre-op, and post-op, and I was scheduled for surgery in the afternoon. However, I got a call at 9 o'clock in the morning and asked if I wanted to come in early for surgery, and I'm like, heck yeah, because I couldn't eat or drink or anything before surgery. So as soon as I got ready, Bob and I went in, and yeah, it took a couple hours. I had to stay for an hour after surgery with my head completely down, and yeah, for an hour I had to sit like that on the edge of the bed, you know, on my arms. So yeah, surgery went good. Talk about eye drops. I hate eye drops. There were 3 different eye drops that I had to take 4 times a day. Well, one of them I only took 2 times a day. The other 2 I took 4 times a day. So lots of eye drops. I'm getting used to it now. Let's see. Then yesterday I had my 1-week follow-up. Things are looking pretty good. As a matter of fact, my eye is looking so much better. There's just a little bit of red down here now. I mean, you should have seen it last week. And I think that's where there's 3 things that go into your eye. They're not needles, but they kind of look like it. And one is for the scope for him to see. One is for the suction, and I'll explain what does that. And one is the little, I don't know what you would call it, a pincher thing to operate in your eye. So yeah, there's 3 things that go in your eye. I know, sounds awful, but again, I didn't feel a thing, and I was on happy gas. Okay, can't read. So after my surgery, they put what's called a gas bubble in your eye. Essentially what happens is your eyeball is filled with what's called vitreous fluid, and it's what keeps your eyeball round. They take out all that vitreous fluid, temporarily fill it with air so that they can operate easier. Once that is taken out, they put in this gas bubble, and that's what keeps your eye round. There are 2 different types of gas. One is more of a fast-acting gas. One is a longer-acting gas. The longer-acting, of course, takes longer for your body to absorb. Naturally, because of how severe mine was, I have the longer-acting gas, so it's going to take all that much longer to recover from this. So because of that gas bubble in my eye, and where the main tear and detachment was, kind of was in here and then went kind of across. They want that gas bubble to press up against that retina so that it reattaches to the other linings of your eye. So I had to keep my head tilted to the right so that that gas bubble floated up where I needed it to be. And for a week, I had to stay like this. I was getting a neck ache. Not only that, but I couldn't sleep flat, so I slept in my recliner. I had to be at least a 45-degree angle or sitting up. So, and that's okay. My recliner is comfortable, but I couldn't, lay on my left side. I had to lay flat at an angle and just stay with my head to the right as much as possible. So now we get to the healing part. It's going to take up to, I guess I don't need this. It's going to take up to 4 weeks or longer for this gas bubble to completely go away, and for me to get as much of my vision back as possible. Fingers crossed it's gonna come back well enough so I can do my crafting. Right now it's driving me crazy because if I look here, I can kind of see my hand going, but I can't make anything out. I can start to see where light and shadows are, and just starting to see where if it's a real bright color, kind of like my handy dandy really fancy bracelet. It's a designer design. All it does is it says it's a medical alert bracelet saying that I have a gas bubble in my eye, that you can't fly or anything, you can't do changes of altitude, and there's, I don't know, even with my glasses on, I have a hard time reading this. It's something about if something is used, it could cause blindness, so I have to have that on at all times. Where was I? I got on sidetracked. Oh yeah. So yeah, it may be 3-4 more weeks of healing. I'm gonna play it by ear or play it by eye. As far as when I'm going to be able to start recording again. So that's kind of the update on the channel. There won't be any videos for quite a while. However, I did notice on my phone, I have 2 videos that I never edited and never uploaded. So I am, if I can, I'm going to edit those and get those uploaded. I'll put 1 video up next week and then 1 video up the following week. So you will get a couple videos yet. I'm hoping I still have everything to be able to do this. So yeah, I don't know how I did that, but I did that, which actually turned out to be a good thing. So I think that was all I wanted to talk about. Yeah. So yeah, again, I just wanted to update all of you guys as to the status. I'm doing good. So far, everything is healing. When he said the retina was starting to reattach, I'm like, yes. And he says, let's not get too excited yet. And I'm like, why? Because he said we have to see if the tear itself repairs, if it starts healing. Because if it doesn't, oh, that's not good news. No, it's a very long, intensive surgery. He says you don't want to go through. I thought, oh, thanks a lot. Don't tell me that. So yeah, he says it's yeah, quite the surgery. So keep your fingers crossed, your toes, your eyes, everything, that the tear starts to repair itself too. So I don't go back to see him now for another 3 weeks. So it'll be a 1-month checkup. I'm hoping a lot of this gas bubble is going to be gone. I should start to see a little bit of vision coming down as this gas bubble starts getting absorbed by my body. As the gas bubble gets absorbed, your body creates more vitreous fluid to fill in the eyeball. It's amazing, huh? So that your eyeball is kept round like it should. So waiting for the day where I start seeing vision up on top even just a little bit, because I'm not seeing anything yet. But yeah, it's really hard to work with one eye. Yeah, it's almost easier if I would wear a patch and cover this eye, because this gets really annoying. I'm glad I have such good vision in this eye, so it kind of is helping to make up for the other one. But yeah, not able to do a whole lot as far as crafting. I have been coloring in my one color coloring books, the lines, because I have no depth perception. When I think my pen should be on the paper, it's about 1 inch above the paper yet. It's really strange, and I have no peripheral vision on this side at all. So the lines, doing the one color lines, once I have my pen on the paper, I can just keep coloring and I'm not lifting the pen up. So I was going through coloring and diamond painting withdrawal. It was hard, so I thought, well, maybe I can handle that. It's just gel pens. I don't have to worry about numbers or names on markers or pencils or anything to do like color by numbers, because yeah, I don't think that would work too well. So yeah, I have been coloring in my one color coloring books. I've been doing a few other things, but yeah, so I will keep you guys posted. If anybody has any questions whatsoever, leave them down in the comments below. I want to thank everybody again for just being so caring, reaching out, saying how much you miss me. Oh, you have no idea how much that means to me. I haven't answered comments in a while. I am hoping to, let's see, tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow or over the weekend, I want to get through and answer all comments. Of course, my channel's taking a big hit with not putting up videos. I expected that though, so it's not a big surprise. So, thank you so much. I hope this interested you. I hope it answered some of the questions that I've been getting, asking how I've been doing. Like I said, overall, not too bad. But fingers crossed, I'll get better too. So yes, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all in the next video, whenever that is. Bye, guys.